What up and welcome. This is episode 1 of the Swapcast. I'm Aaron with the Card Swap. In the first episode, we're going to be having our first scavenger hunt, card roast, some of my top 10s from my PC, a top 10 from Filthy Card Breaks, and a June Sizzle Reel. Always wanted to do a podcast type program, but was always a little nervous and figured no one really wanted to hear what I had to say. Plus, I didn't really want to be on camera, and I think that everyone's used to seeing my hands anyway, that why not just create some more content that way and see what we can put together. I've been watching a lot of YouTube, like, communities and channels and stuff over the last year, and I think that's what's gotten me really motivated, because I just see the cool things that they're able to do, and I think that we can do that here. Like I said, I didn't think I really needed to be on camera, but in the meantime, here's my initials. Here's an old card of me and my daughter. I think that's, 2017. She is much older. My beard is much grayer, and I have no hair on my head. I did at that time. Chapters and links will be in the description below if you want to skip ahead or come back and check out some sort of segment again. I'm not a video editor, but I'm hoping to get better and able to make something that everyone enjoys and comes back to watch. My biggest concern right now is figuring out the audio, so I'm always looking for help, ideas, feedback, but bear with me as we figure out how to really do this right. For the last 5 years, I've been doing breaks and singles through my site. That'll still be the plan, but I think this weekly show will be a fun addition to the site and a fun way to interact with more people and incorporate more people into the site, which will be one of the biggest goals, is to highlight other collectors, what they save, how they collect, and display their collection. I think that's all stuff people are curious to see, and I think this will be a good way to show people what they have. And if you're interested in recording a segment, feel free to reach out. Let me know. We can work something out. Subscribe and like. There's going to be lots of opportunities throughout the show for you to comment. The more comments and likes, the better. Learn that in my research. So in the words of one of my favorite creators, let's give it a go. What up and welcome. Figured the first episode needed a fun first activity for everyone to interact with. So let's start with the scavenger hunt. I've got 6 types of cards below. Go find 1 card of each category. Take a photo of the 6 cards. Post it on social media or the episode 1 blog on my website. Once you post at either spot, you'll be entered to win a box of 2023 Bowman Mega. And let's go over the list of what you need to find. So a rookie card of a Hall of Famer, any Ohtani card, a 1990s insert, a clear card, high tech, any Bowman Chrome first, and a Montreal Expo. I think this will be a good activity, see what everybody has laying around. And I went ahead and completed the hunt myself. Thought I'd show you guys what I came up with. I've had a Reggie Jackson rookie with huge crease down it. You know, I'm not a big fan of grading or really even care about the condition of the cars. I think they're just cool to have, and sometimes a little damage adds a little personality to it, you know. Now I have my Reggie Jackson rookie with the crease story. Jose Canseco, one of my all-time favorites, and one of my all-time favorite sets, the Fleer Pro Vision. There's my Ohtani Deco Edge rookie out of Heritage. Chris Bryant rookie out of High Tech. There's my clear card. Bowman First Chrome, had to go with Tim Tebow. And then my Montreal Expo is Gary Carter. Not sure why the quality of those photos didn't come up better, but you get the idea. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with. post to social media or the blog, and I'll get everything tallied up, and we'll do the randomizing next Friday. What up, and welcome. Want to check out a couple top 10s from my PC? I thought it would be weird to not do any Manny in some way for the first episode, so we'll check out some Manny's, my top 10 baseball cards, just favorites, best stories, whatever. And then I've got a stack of new stuff that it's come in that I'll show you guys. And let's get moving. So not necessarily the most valuable, but stuff that I'll probably never get rid of. First thing you saw was the Ohtani. It's a Topps Throwback Thursday rookie. I got a very good deal on that when he was a rookie, when stuff was making sense price-wise. If you've seen some of my previous work, you may have recognized this Ichiro. This was from a Finest product preview box that I opened live. Always wanted an Ichiro, and didn't necessarily need it to be out of 25, but if it's going to be out of a box that I open, I'll take it. This is one of my favorite MJ baseball cards, also one of my first big cards that I bought when I got back into collecting back in '08. Bought that at a show. Also picked this up at a different show, but a lot of you have seen this one as well. This is a super short print from 2013 Topps of Hank Aaron with Willie Mays. That one I found in a dime box. Dude didn't know what he had, didn't really know what he was doing. He had some Bryce Harper Chrome rookies for $3, which even at the time was way too cheap. I even told him what he had here with the super short print, and he honored the dime. I think I did leave him a couple extra dollars. And a funny addition to the story was right next to him at the show was the guy that sold him the box that this was in, and he was not happy. I think every collector my age loves Ken Griffey Jr. Needed at least one auto of his in my PC, and I went with high tech, usually pretty affordable. This one came from Stephen B., friend of this site. It's at a 25 diffractor. Another one with a cool story is this Aaron Judge Archives rookie auto peach out of 150. And this was pulled in Cooperstown, and I asked the lady to pick out one pack of Archives and a pack of Jumbo, whatever was out at the time, and both packs had a Yankee auto, and he didn't have a ton of autos at the time, so that was going for like $900 at the time, and I always wanted to keep it. Then these next three cards were actually all acquired in the same deal. Got this Home Run Club Jeter. I'm not a big Jeter fan, but I mean, he does have more hits than any other Yankee, and it's an auto on the relic, which I love, and that's out of 250 Fleer Splendid Splinters. So I got that one, this Nolan Ryan 69, which I do have his rookie, but I always like this card better. And then this was the throw-in in the deal. Wasn't graded at the time, although this card was, I think it was perfect at the time. A little bittersweet. You can see the grade is a 7. I'm pretty sure I'm the one that damaged it when I was putting it in the card saver on its way to PSA. So I don't have any, I don't have much into it, but I thought this had a real shot at a 10, so it's a little bittersweet for me. And then this card, to me, is what I love about collecting, because growing up, I remember the Future Stars 82 Ripken rookie with the other two guys, And that card was always like one of those grail cards that I never thought I would get, like the Rickey Henderson. But come to find out, like, I never even knew that this card existed. I didn't know about the Topps Traded. At the time, the only way you could get the Topps Traded was to buy the full set and break the set and get this card out of it. I bought this from the same guy, a good friend of mine, that I bought my Nolan Ryan rookie from. So those are 10 of my favorite just baseball cards that I'll probably never get rid of for one reason or another. And then I wanted to show you guys 10 of my favorite Mannies. There's no autos or relics in this stack. I could give you a top 10 of pretty much any genre of card of Manny. But this is actually in my favorites. I've got a favorites box. Just look at that. Silver pack, orange, color match. Orange was 75 at that time. Very cool card. And this one, nickname variation out of Heritage. Love this card for a couple of reasons. One, I pulled this one out of some sort of retail product that I just bought for myself. And then Stephen B. actually sent me one, so I've got one on display and one in the PC. And you'll also notice a trend. A lot of the cards that I like to save are kind of throwbacks, things that make me think of collecting as a kid, and this is definitely in that category, the Gold Winner. It's a short print out of Archives. 90210, another Topps throwback. Very cool. Actually, I have a hockey set. I can't remember the exact year. It's a throwback, like a hockey-style card of Manny, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And almost went to buy another one. The price now is like $20. But luckily I found it. It was in with my Bryce Harper's somehow. And now we've got a stretch of Stadium. Stadium's always going to be one of my favorite sets. And this is a black and white parallel, which had the gold foil at the time. Not numbered, but it's a low print run. 13, 17, 25, something like that. And we've got this Beam Team. Probably my all-time favorite insert set, and this might be one of my favorite designs of it. And then also out of Stadium, I love the new Instavisions. Was very excited to see Manny on that checklist. And then how about just being at the flea market, going through a box of cards and stumbling across a 1/1 Superfractor. This doesn't have a deep rainbow, so I didn't put too much effort into it, but I will pick up the other versions of this one day. And then these are probably my 3 favorite cards anyway, regardless if they're autoed or anything. This is his rookie super short print. That was, at the time, the most I ever spent on a card. And this was cool. I have a couple of the orange color match rookies. I sent one in to PSA and was lucky to get a 10. I'm not sure what the pop is on that one or this one, but I know this one's low. Turkey red, PSA 10. I've got this raw as well. One of my all-time favorite cards. And a few things that came over this week. Stephen H. opened up some Donruss and sent me the Canvas Sauce in the Kyer Elam Blue. Phil S. sent me this Harper Auto Relic. Very cool. Out of 99. He was always one of my favorites. Terrible news about what happened to him. Always thought he deserved better. And the rest are just some Mannies that came in. There's a Bowman Sapphire that came from Andy, as well as the Neon Green. Then William from Twitter, I got that. It says the Royal Blue and a Salute Black. Heritage Clubhouse Collection Camo Relic. Triple Threads out of 99. That's from 2015. 86 Black Parallel. Aqua Lava Bowman Chrome. That one's out of 199. And this was a Random mail day. I didn't know that was coming up from Tom. Really appreciate that one. Didn't have it, and always like that set. We have a Heritage Chrome and a Game Day Spectacle Relic. Alright, that does it for my new arrivals and my top 10. Stay tuned, we'll have another top 10 from Filthy Card Breaks and a Sizzle Reel and more to come. Thanks everyone.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Phil, and I have a YouTube channel called Filthy Card Breaks, where I rip mainly baseball cards for myself. I also do things like PSA reveals on my YouTube channel. Aaron reached out to me, Aaron from the Card Swap, and asked if I would be interested in shooting a top 10 of some of my favorite cards in my collection. It sounded really fun. I love talking about cards. So I was excited to get this started, and I'm excited to see what everyone thinks. If you want to follow me on social media, my Instagram is also Filthy Card Breaks. My Twitter and eBay handles are both Card Filthy. Thanks everyone. We'll go ahead and get started. I do have to preface this by saying I'm cheating the rules a little bit. It's a top 10, but a couple of my selections are multiple cards, including this first one that we're going to get into, which is the 2018 Topps Legends in the Making Blue Parallel set. So I really love this insert. It's my favorite insert that Topps has done from the flagship designs. So I very slowly put together the blue parallel in PSA 10 of all the notable rookies. There's 10 slabs total, and I don't quite have 10 hangers here, but I'll put up as many as I can while I continue to talk. So if you're not familiar, 2018 is kind of a landmark rookie class for baseball. You have Ohtani, Acuna, and Soto are all in that class, three of the biggest superstars in the sport. And then you also have other really good players like Rafael Devers, Ozzie Albies, Walker Buehler that are also in that class. So this is something that I was putting together just because I love this insert set and the rookie class. So I've just been kind of slowly working on putting those together, and I was able to complete it last year. There's these, Ohtani has two in this set. So here's the second Ohtani, and then there's the Soto. I think the cards look super, super sharp. I used to have them in a display case in my office, but they got bumped out for some other things. But eventually I need to find another way to display these. Yeah, I just think the set has great eye appeal. Another thing that's really neat is that some of these, like the Victor Robles and Austin Meadows, are super low pop, like we're talking 2 or 3 in a PSA 10. So pretty cool set put together, and I doubt anyone else in the world has a set like this just because some of the pops are very small. Yeah, that's going to be the first one. These aren't in any particular order. It's not done by value or how important they are to me. Matter of fact, my top 10 is pretty dynamic. You know, if Aaron had asked me a week from today, my list would probably be drastically different just because I'm always buying and selling cards, and these are the ones that I'm kind of enjoying the most right now. So next up, I have a 1955 Topps Hank Aaron SGC 3. This card has a ton of eye appeal, looks really sharp. It got a 3 because it does have a crease here by his eye. Another project that I'm working on is the entire Topps run of Hank Aaron in SGC slabs. I haven't made a ton of progress on that. I only have 4 or 5. And if you're not familiar, 55 is Hank's second year, so his rookie's in 54. I would love to pick up that card at some point, but it's slowly a run I'm putting together. So I wanted to showcase a little vintage here. So there is Mr. Hank Aaron. Oh. Next up is probably the most valuable card in my collection, and it is going to be a Shohei Ohtani Purple Auto from Topps Chrome 2018. So this is his rookie card auto from Topps Chrome. This is out of 250. It's in a BGS holder, 9.5, but for whatever reason, whoever graded this opted not to get subgrades. I picked this up before his 2020 MVP season, so I timed that really well. He was coming back from Tommy John. He had played 2019 but hadn't looked great. And then, of course, we all know what he's done since then. He's been the best player in baseball and just continues to amaze me. So really enjoy watching Ohtani pitch, and this is just kind of a huge PC card that I enjoy. One thing I want to point out is I'm a Braves fan, Atlanta Braves fan, so almost all of these cards are Braves, but there are a couple of Ohtanis in here just because he's a player that I really admire and love to watch. Next up, we have a ultra short print, or SSSP, as it's listed in the PSA holders. It's the only raw card I pulled out for today. So this is the Ichiro super short print, or ultra short print. Some people use ultra, some people use 3S's from 2020 update. I love this card, not because Ichiro is awesome. He's another one of, I think, a fan favorite player, but because of how I ended up getting this card. I bought a Walgreens repack, so just a repack package from Walgreens that had 3 random packs inside, and one of the packs was 2020 update. I opened it and hit this card. I knew it was a short print at the time, so I was like, oh, that's cool, Ichiro SP, that's a neat card. I did not realize until I got home later that day and was researching the card that it was in fact the super short print, and from what I've seen, the estimated print run on these is about between 25 and 50, and there's been a total of 9 graded at PSA, just to give you kind of an idea of how rare these are. So the fact that I pulled this 1 out of a retail pack and then 2 out of just a random repack from Walgreens, I think is probably the most unlikely thing that's ever happened to me in terms of opening a card, a specific card. It's in a one-touch because it sits on one of these plastic stands on my desk. Just a really cool card and a fun memory from within collecting for me. We'll throw Ichiro on a stand. Next up is a Austin Riley. This is the super short print of Austin's rookie card. So this is from 2019 Topps Update. This is a super short print. It has him stretching with blooper. I'm a big fan of the blooper persona on Twitter, and I'm also a big fan of rookie card short prints. It's one of the things I most like to collect in the hobby. So this card has both those things, as well as a player that I really love and enjoy watching in Austin Riley. So super happy to add this to the collection. I bought this card raw at a card show, and I graded it myself, and I got a 10. This card is about is like PSA pop, like 20 or 25. So it's also exceedingly rare, and I'm just thrilled to have one of these in my collection. Okay, next up we have a 2018 Topps. This is the Bat Down Acuna PSA 9. So this card is special to me because when I got back, I collected cards when I was in high school, and then, a long time later, I started collecting cards again in late 2019, and this was kind of my white whale right from the beginning. I was like, oh man, I have to get a Bat Down Acuna, and of course, throughout the boom of the card hobby, this card was very, very expensive, so I was never able to obtain it. And then as the card prices have kind of came down, I was able to pick this up recently in a PSA 9. And I'm just super thrilled to have it. It's another one that I have on display. Most of these are on display somewhere in my office. And it's just a cool card because it's one that I've, when I started collecting and taking it more seriously, it's one I had my eye on. And I was able to add it to my collection actually earlier this year. So it's a pretty recent addition compared to a lot of these. All right. Next up, we have another one that is a little bit cheating. It is a rainbow that I'm working on. It's also from 2018 Topps. It's going to be a theme here, and it is the future. Excuse me, I got tongue-tied. The Future's Bright card of Albies and Acuna. 2018 is their rookie year. This card doesn't have the rookie logo on it, but I love this shot. Acuna is a superstar. Everyone knows him, and Albies is probably my favorite current major leaguer. I love Ozzy. So this card is great, and I'm working on the rainbow. Here's the Independence Day. Looks amazing in my opinion. We'll go ahead and throw it up. And then here are a few of the others. This is the Father's Day Blue. This is the Hot Pink, or now they call it Mother's Day Pink. Both of those are out of 50, so very low numbered. Here is the Gold. And here's the Vintage Stock. For these, for my collection purpose, I don't really care what they're graded. It would be nice if they were all on the same slab, whether that was SGC or PSA, just so it was consistent. But as I've picked these up, they've just been in different slabs. This is the only one I bought raw, and I did send it to SGC. The other ones, when I've acquired them, they've already been graded. So that's a rainbow that I'm slowly working on. I'm missing the black camo and black and white negative, but those are all very rare parallels. So just kind of keeping my eye open for when those pop up. Next up is another Ohtani that I bought, or actually I traded for. So this is the 2018 Topps Finest Blue Refractor. So an Ohtani rookie out of 150. This is Gem Mint Plus 9.5 with all 9.5 subgrades, and then a 10 for edges. And on top of also just being an awesome card, a great rookie card of a superstar, I like this card because it's a fun memory of a card show I went to. I actually traded for this card, and it was kind of the first really large trade that I ever did at a card show. I traded a Marcelo Mayer Refractor Bowman Auto. If you're not familiar, Marcelo is a top 10 prospect. Really, excuse me, it looks like he has a really bright future with the Red Sox. I traded his Refractor Auto as well as Mason Hour, who is a prospect for the Rays, his Atomic Auto for this Ohtani. I think I did pretty well because Ohtani's having a fantastic year and Mason Hour has really struggled in AA. Marcelo Mayer may end up being a really good player though, but all that aside, it was just a really fun memory for me since I was able to get this card as a trade at a card show. We had negotiated for like 30 minutes before we were able to put it together, but super psyched to have another rare Shohei in my collection. All right, I am running out of voice here, so I'm going to try to go through these last two a little bit quicker. This next one is the 2018 Topps Chrome Ronald Acuna Auto. This is a refractor out of $4.99. So this is from the same set that the Shohei Auto is from. That's the purple, and this is the refractor. Aside from being a really cool auto, it's the only rookie auto of Acuna that I have. It's also a good memory because I picked this up at the 2022 National. So that was my first time attending the National. So again, just a fun memory on top of being a really cool card. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to cheat one more time. I have a set of 3 cards here. And these cards are mainly sentimental for me. Everything so far has been baseball, but these are actually football. I'm going to show the cards, and then I'm going to kind of explain the backstory. So we got a 1998 UD Choice. This is Peyton Manning's rookie year. Choice Reserve, this was a 10. This is a Drew Brees. This is a rookie from the Topps Complete set. That's why it says collection, in a 9. This is a 2000 Upper Deck Tom Brady, also in a PSA 9. This is his star rookie from 2000 Upper Deck. Okay, so the story. If any of you watch my YouTube channel, I've talked about this on there quite a lot. But in 2022, I lost my grandfather. And my grandfather and I had a special relationship because he's the only one in my family who even follows sports. But on top of that, he was also a collector himself. He collected almost exclusively NASCAR and football, whereas I do almost exclusively baseball. But we always enjoyed talking cards. And when he passed, my mom, my mom inherited all of his collection, and she asked me to help sort through his collection and sell those off. She also said that I could pick cards out if there was any that I wanted to keep. So yeah, I went through that. It was a very long process, well over a year of going through cards and cataloging them. Thankfully, my grandpa kept meticulous records, so he was mainly a set builder. So he had a lot of complete sets, or he would have a set and he would say, I'm missing number 68, number 141, and number 232. So it was very clearly labeled. So that helped because I was able to move a lot of it as sets. But these were the 3 cards from his collection that I kept. They were raw, and I graded them myself. So I thought that was a really cool testament to how well my grandpa kept his cards. These are, over 20 years old, and the 3 I submitted, I got a 10 and 2 9s. So just really cool cards that will never leave my personal collection. Okay, guys, that is going to do it for my top 10. Thanks everyone for watching, and Aaron, thanks for this opportunity to kind of talk to your audience about my collection. And I hope you guys connect with me on social media. I always love talking about cards. Everyone, take care.
Color here, nice. Phillies, Bryson Stott. Rookie in Aqua. That's out of 250. Phillies going to Ray. Ooh, orange. There's J-Rod base. This could be big. Who is it? Oh, nice. And an auto for the Rays. Shane McClanahan All-Star Orange Refractor. Should be out of 25. It is. 3 out of 25. That's a banger. Probably not who John was chasing, but probably happy with it. Anyway. So that was our first auto for the Cardinals. Ben will get the Oscar Mercado, and we've got, wow, Devin Williams. That's pretty cool. Brewers, that's going to Ray. And Buxton auto, very cool. Twins, Stephen K. That's a good Gowdy, that's cool. There's our first auto. Rookie Authentics, Max Christie. That's on card too. And we've got 265 out of 299. That's going to Nick. Arena Romanchuk. And another auto. That is Sam Mayer. That is a base. That's on card. Racer. J-Rod. There's Bobby Witt Jr. That is another... That red again? Yep. And that is 4 out of 150. Going to Jeremy S. He collects the Royals. He's probably happy that he didn't get the 1 slot now. What's up, Ryan? Michael J. And we've got Altuve. It's a black parallel. We have an auto. Harry Ford insert. Pasquantino insert. And for Puerto Rico, that is a blue auto, 42 out of 50, Alexis Diaz. 42 out of 50, and that one is going to Steven. Auto out of Inception is Julian Phillips, Tennessee. I don't see any numbering. Anybody know anything about him? So we've got BIA-JP. P will become the letter, become the number, which is 16. So that'll go to Andy. And final auto out of Notre Dame, Tyler Buckner. Again, no numbering. Card numbers TB. B becomes a 2. That's going to Stephen B. City Slickers, Seiya Suzuki, Brian Bello, short print rookie. Oh, wow, that's our first one of those. Follow back Wander Franco with the Rays, Andy. That's pretty cool. Call that a bonus hit. Alex Benellis. That is our next auto. That is a base auto. I always get him confused. Is he Red Sox? I think he's Red Sox. Nice red refractor. Toronto. Raquelvin de Castro. Should be out of 5. Yeah, 4 out of 5. DJ's going to AJ. All right, we've got Miguel Rojas as a foil gold. What? Carlton Fisk 88 All-Star Auto. How about that? Zach is killing it tonight. Wow. Got a warm-up pack. Alvarez rookie. Whoa. How about that? Jacob Berry, first auto purple refractor out of 150 for the Marlins. Who took the Marlins? Stephen K. Good pick. Wow. First auto going to the Padres. Jackson Merrill, 32 out of 75. That's awesome. Is he still a Padre, or is he a National now? That deal is always going to confuse me. I'll never keep the guys straight. Jackson Merrill. Next up, for the Reds, Chase Petty. That is gold out of 50. The foil on these autos is so nice. Patrick Good Box 2. Give us a hit. I think we got one. Killebrew, Zimmerman, Jim Gilliam, Rafael Furcal. Our next auto, another White Sox, Colson Montgomery. And that is a purple prism out of 99. Andy added on the White Sox. Good decision. Jackson Holiday, Jacob Berry, George Brett. Ooh, Hitman. Robin Yount, Milwaukee. That's sweet. Brewers going to Andy. That's one of the short print inserts. Randy Johnson, Evan Carter, Richie Ashburn. And there's a short print insert going to the Reds, Joe Morgan. Etched in glory. These are beautiful. Reds going to Stephen B. The Fury Ruiz has. That would totally shock me. Termar, George Brett, Nick Abel, Ray Langford. Nick Abel in, wow, gold, 4 out of 5. Press proof for the Phillies. Going to Tony. I like that one. Kevin Pareda, Moises Alou, Willie McCovey, Lee Smith. Our next auto going to the Rangers, Dustin Harris. That's out of 85. I'm not exactly sure if that's orange. It looks way more orange on the screen than it does in person. Maybe that's my lighting, but that's out of 85 going to Chad and Andy are just killing it. Jimmy Rollins, Gavin Williams, Jace Jung, Burt Blyleven. Ooh, a nice one for the Nationals. Brady House, rated prospect auto, blue prism. Nice signature. That's out of 75. Going to Scott. Very cool. All right, last chance. Harry Ford, Jordan Lawler, Kirby Puckett, Jordan Lawler. Zach Veen, Signature Series, blue foil out of 99. Rockies. That's going to Chad's combo. He did have the quest. And I should have some color here. Gabriel Arias, Lou Bob, and Drew Gilbert. Oh, we got a super. We got a super. There's a Soto refractor. Drew Gilbert's our auto for the Astros, going to Keith. And a super fractor. Whoa! For the Reds, Hunter Green rookie. 1/1 super fractor going to Andy. Andy's killing it too. We got this and the Wander. Wow. What a card to end on. Refractors and variations and stuff. Here we go with 2022. Landon Sosa, Jordan Walker, Pete Alonso, Kyle Lewis. There's Chrome, Cooper Kinney, and Drew Baker for the Rays. That is the base refractor out of 199. Going to Chad. Whoa! How about that? Wander rookie, 21 out of 25. That is an orange refractor. I think Chad's actually going to be happy for once that he got something out of a random break.
Baseball cards can be funny. It's a great reason to save a card. I thought this would be a good time to take a look back at some funny cards that you may have forgotten about. We actually opened up a couple of really funny ones in the 1990 Pro Cards Minor League box a couple weeks ago. Well, I did a quick Google search, found some others that I had forgotten about. We've got one that we actually pulled live that needs to be talked about. So I thought this would just be a good chance to look at the lighter side of cards and see what laughs we can get out of some of these that we've seen in the past. First up, we gotta talk about the Biebs. Shane Bieber. A lot of you remember this card with the error on the back where he was referred to as Justin. Why I love this error is because, number one, you have to ask, was it an error or was it on purpose? And Justin and Topps both tweeted about it, which I thought was really cool. And what I was more surprised about is that Shane is younger than Justin. But I think if anyone deserves to be roasted on this one, it's the designer that screwed up the card, really. But this is just one that I love to see. It good, harmless fun. Next up, we've got this work of art. 1984 Fleer Glenn Hubbard. The 80s were crazy. None of this looks out of place. That's what's weird. We've got mascots in the background. No idea what's going on there. He doesn't look like a baseball player at all, but he's got a giant python around his neck. Kind of giving me some Evan Gaddis vibes, especially that Stadium Club card where he had the bear fur over him or whatever it was. Another Brave. The funny thing about this is it doesn't look out of place. It just looks like a typical 80s card, and Yeah, some questions come up, but at the same time, it just looks like par for the course. How about this one out of 1991 Studio Steve Lake, pictured with a bird. And that bird steals the show. The way he's able to portray the attitude there, the way he cocks his head to the left, it's amazing. And this is one of my favorites. Oscar Azakar out of 1993 Stadium Club. I mean, dude, get a room. Do you think this is his first bat with his name on it? Do you think he had a good game with that bat? I feel like that bat is definitely sticky and it's not from pine tar. We've got Chris Gwynn out of 1993 Upper Deck. This looks totally intentional to me. Oh shoot, I need to get a new tripod. And our first entry from Pro Cards, how about this? Keith Comstock out of 1989 Pro Cards. And I think it's safe to say, no kids for Keith. We see another Pro Cards here next, and I just want to know what it would be like to be on a fly on the wall during the discussions of how to take these photos. This is just amazing. And they did it the next year with Paul Noyce. And you can just tell these guys are enjoying their time. Probably always wanted to be on a baseball card. And another one that we found out of the Pro Card set was this gentleman, who I think we can all feel bad for. You can tell in his eyes that he's heard it all and he's fed up with it all. At least my last name just rhymes with it. And then to end off the first roast, a lot of you may remember this when we pulled it live, but this card like scared me on air when I saw it for this first time. And we are of course talking about that. Austin Hayes 2019 Gallery Rookie, and this is just whoa. Dude worked so hard to get to the pros, and this is what Topps gives him for a rookie card. I just feel bad for him. Feel bad for his mom. She has to see this. I don't know if you guys ever saw this one, but there's the 1980s laser background variation. Had some fun with that one. So if there's any funny cards you want to see, comment below. Plan on doing more of these in the future, so I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you've got a good roast for any of these cards, let's hear it in the comments. Stay tuned for more. We are going to end episode 1 with a trivia question. From the episode where I was just talking about my top 10, 3 cards all came from the same trade. What were those 3 cards? Actually, I realized I neglected to mention what that trade was for, and that was for a framed mini auto of Michael Phelps out of Ginter from 2012 or 2013, around that era. And it was right after he broke all the records and was the highest price card on the checklist at the time, and they overpaid for it. Thanks again for watching episode 1. Really had fun putting it together. I'm really looking forward to see what we can do with it. I think there's a lot of opportunities for you guys to comment. I want to hear if you guys have any funny cards you want to see on the next roast. Favorite card from the Sizzle Reel, from Phil's PC, from my PC, anything. Just would love to hear what you guys think. If you had a favorite part that you want to see more of. Special shout out to Tom for helping me with the Sizzle Reel and Phil for his top 10 video. I think we'll see more from both of them. Apologize for some of the audio and video quality issues. We're Still working out a few things, and I think I've got a fix for mainly the Sizzle Reel. That was because those were taken right from YouTube, but I think I can get some master copies for the next one. But please like, subscribe, comment. It all helps. I'm looking forward to episode 2 and seeing if we can grow this thing.